Nearly 5 months after Helene hit western North Carolina, people are still dealing with billions of dollars in destruction. Thousands still don't have a home.
The 500-side team traveled to Buncombe, Yancey, Mitchell, and McDowell counties to survey the damage Helene left behind, find out what's being done, and step in to help when needed.
Keely Arthur begins our week of coverage in Mitchell County.
We're in Ledger right now. We're not going to take you inside for privacy reasons. This is where many people are coming to meet with volunteer attorneys, helping them sift through insurance denials and FEMA problems. You can look at me. Two people willing to talk, Bob and Edwina Tatum.
Okay.
They live in a small town in Avery County.
It's just about 200 people.
The now retired educator spent the last 46 years beautifying their property, eventually turning it into a haven for rescued horses. On September 27th, Hurricane Helene wiped all of that away.
Do you have any horses left?
No. The place is pretty well destroyed.
The cause of the destruction is in dispute. The Tatum's Insurance Farm Bureau claims it was floodwater, and like 97% of western North Carolinians, the Tatums don't have flood insurance.
How much did insurance cover for this?
What's zero and zero equals what? Zero?
Nothing. They just made that decision.
We couldn't even get up to the property.
The Tatums believe wind damage, which is covered by their insurance, led to some of the destruction. Farm Bureau's nearest wind reading to the Tatum's home recorded 61-mile-per-hour gusts. The National Weather Service warns that gusts over 58 miles per hour threaten property and life. Farm Bureau eventually sent an independent engineer to survey the Tatum's damage. They wrote there was no evidence of structurally damaging wind, adding that it considers wind around 90 miles per hour to be, quote, structurally damaging. So the Tatums pointed to this National Weather Service map. It shows wind where they lived, noted in red, did reach 90 miles per hour. We asked the company if it would factor that into their coverage decision. A Farm Bureau spokesperson wrote, "We extend our sympathies to the Tatums, but stuck by the structural engineer's original determination."
Helene is one of the most difficult storms that I've ever looked at in terms of determining, flood versus wind.
Forensic meteorologist Dr. Tim Coleman of Weather Bell Analytics is called on to resolve hundreds of insurance disputes yearly. He says, unlike coastal hurricanes or typical tornadoes, Helene's damage is more complicated to decipher.
What makes that so challenging?
You have multiple things that are actually knocking trees over and knocking houses off their foundations, and normally you would only have one.
So who's to pay what?
Don McClintock, an Insurance Pros executive in Durham, says many western North Carolina homeowners will face similar disputes.
A lot of these people are going to have to fight for whatever they get.
North Carolina Insurance Commissioner Mike Causey helps residents with those fights for free.
We go to bat for the consumer. We get all the facts and we contact the policyholder to get their side of the story. Then we contact the insurance company.
Five on Your Side helped the Tatums file with Causey's office. An investigation is in the works. Edwina writing to me, "I'm so happy to have you on my side."
In these small communities, they've got to be helped.
That was Keely Arthur reporting. This weekend, the Tatums received a letter from the Department of Insurance saying it was unable to compel an insurance company to pay the claim. They're now considering legal action. Tomorrow at 5 and 6, Insurance Commissioner Causey weighs in on why more North Carolinians need flood insurance. Keely will break down the costs and travels to Yancey County to meet a woman who had no choice but to live in a trailer permanently.